Hi, my name is Greg Ryan. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and the last couple of years has been a very interesting ride for me. I was introduced to this business kind of by overhearing a gentleman in a Starbucks coffee shop talking to a doctor about changing lives. And I was at a point in my life where my path was not coming to me and my purpose. I had done so much in the world of exercise and fitness and the medical community, and I had been in the world of exercise pretty famous. I've been writing books for 25 years on hope and how to take care of yourself from the inside out. And but something was kind of amiss, and I was at that point in my life where I was searching for something, and I happened to just overhear a guy in a coffee shop in South Denver talk about changing lives. And that resonated with me, and I have a personality where I just get up and introduce myself. And this gentleman introduced me to this piece of technology called the biophotonic scanner. And I had been introduced to many things over my career, and I was very skeptical. But if this was true, and with my personal story, there was a game changer in the world of medicine. It was a game changer in the world of fitness that I had been so involved in for so many years. From a personal side, I had been diagnosed with Asperger's about 15 years before. And I was also diagnosed with full-blown attention deficit disorder. And I had been on medications my entire life, and being in the fitness industry, I knew what foods were good for me, and I knew what poisons were put in my body that just didn't. And I just resented being on medication my entire life. And I grew up with a very poor self-esteem. I believed I couldn't pass tests. The ADHD was just killing me emotionally. Physically, I was okay. The exercise helped channel that. But as I got older, I just was wearing down, and so I knew a little bit about oxidative stress, and I knew a lot about nutrition. But over time, I probably wasn't practicing what I was preaching in my books. But if this technology was true, and I had a personal story with Asperger's and ADHD, which the source is oxidative stress, I'm thinking I could have more of a significance in the world. I could take a piece of technology and I could introduce it to families that had Asperger's, and I could teach them about nutrition. I had all the other tools, and now I had something to validate. Was I a medical person? No, I was the fitness guy. But I knew if this technology was true, which they were saying that it was, I did my research. I came up to the Provo, Utah, to the world headquarters, and I did my due diligence. And then I was introduced to a nutraceutical called LifePak Nano that I was very reluctant. I believed in the technology and what it could do for me and my platform, but I was not bought into the LifePak Nano, and I reluctantly went on the product. My scan score was 18,000, and that was very embarrassing for a fitness guy writing books. I'm supposed to know what I'm talking about. So I felt a little hypocritical, and it was embarrassing. It was like a slap in the face. But I'm like, well, if I'm going to write books, I need to back up what I'm talking about. I don't want to be a hypocrite. And so I got on the product, and I scanned myself, or got my scalp scanned every 4 or 5 weeks. And my scan score started going up 30,000, 40,000. And about 45,000, I'm like, something's different here. The fogginess has kind of gone away. I was sleeping 2 hours less a night. My blood sugar from a physical fitness standpoint was not dipping. I was eating more food. My body fat was lower. But what was changing, I watched the words in my books became more significant. My book sales started going up. And I decided that I was going to try something. For the first time, I decided to get off my medication. And for 3 years now, I have been medicated free. And that became personal to me. And now, today, I get the chance to share around the world my story about, did it cure it? No. But it's manageable. And I really believe that there's no price for confidence. And through this piece of technology called the biophotonic scanner, it allows me to have a biomarker of validation, to share with my story, to have a higher purpose around the world with children that grew up thinking that they would never amount to anything, that they were stupid because they couldn't pass a test. Or a family that at their end of the ropes because their Asperger child or their autistic child is just not what they had signed up for. But I asked myself when I first got into this business, what if? What if I could change one life to believe in themselves through a biomarker and teach them about oxidative stress? I wasn't the medical person, but I knew now that I had a great team behind me, and I could find doctors around the world that were specializing in those type of things. And if I could combine a biomarker with a medical doctor and validation and a personal story, purpose came to me in a coffee shop, accidentally. And here I am today with more of a purpose than I ever had in my life. But in a coffee shop in Denver, Colorado, I overhear a gentleman say, it's not what you do, it's who you do it with. That I created a foundation called the Ryan Hope Foundation that I can help children around the world be educated on oxidative stress, and I can help parents believe that there's a hope. And I can introduce them to a nutraceutical that for me personally has changed my entire life. And I probably saved it. And so it's probably saved my life.